But we should have a dandy one for you here tonight as the North Laurel Lady Jaguars come to town against the Clay County Lady Tigers, looking for their second straight 49th District Championship. Justin Lakes, everybody knows if there's a harder gym to win in the 13th region, I don't know of it.
Well, all the Lady Jaguars would have to do is ask the boys that came in here last night. They got all they wanted right here in this gym. Obviously Clay County has the big advantage, but I think that this game is going to come down to more of a guard-oriented game. Both these teams can be affected by teams with size, but neither one of these teams have a lot of size. So it's going to be, can my guards outdo their guards? And I expect this to be a gun-slinging, just a great up-and-down, fast-paced game that's controlled by the guards from both teams.
Well, one thing about it, we've got one of the highest scoring teams in the state against one of the lowest scoring teams in the 13th region. So you'd have to expect that Coach Ivy Burchell is going to try to make this a half-court game, not let North Laurel get into transition baskets and get up and down the floor. And it was much the same way last night. You saw Coach Glenn Gray try to keep the numbers down. He was successful in doing that, as it was one of North Laurel's lowest scoring games of the season. And Coach Burchell would tell you he'd like to see this game stay in the 30s or 40s, but it's hard to stop the firepower of the number 11 ranked team in the state.
Well, just like the boys team, they shoot the ball very well. And, they come down the floor, they get off threes quickly, and they, like we seen in the first game against Redbird, when they get hot, my goodness, they can really light it up. Clay County obviously will do just like Coach Burchell tries to do, and control time of possession, slow down North Laurel. But here's the thing, if they're making shots, that's going to be hard to do. I mean, you're coming down here. If you're Clay, you can't trade twos for threes all night. And if you're in a game where it's you're trailing a little bit, and North has got off to a hot start, it's going to be hard to do that. It's going to be hard to hold the ball like that. If North Laurel gets out to a hot start, it's going to be hard to hold the ball the whole game. You're going to have to try to play with them a little bit. And, it's just going to be interesting. I think the first half and the first quarter really might tell us the tale of the whole game.
North Laurel beat Clay County by 15 points here in their only meeting of the season. I believe the final was 62-47, and that was a relatively low-scoring game for North. They do average 70 points a game, and you're going to probably see Coach Mahan in his 10th season going to try to force some turnovers with pressure defense and get some easy buckets. That's one of the reasons North Laurel shoots such a high percentage from the floor, is they do shoot a lot of layups off of turnovers and transition baskets. But that will spell nightmare for Coach Burchell and the Clay County Lady Tigers, because you got a team that is used to scoring 40, 45 points a game, and you get down 12, 15 points, and that becomes a mountain you can't climb.
That's exactly right. I mean, they can put them on you in bunches, which is why I said early you're going to see, Clay County's going to have to make some adjustments if North gets off to a hot start. But let's not sell Clay short either. Clay's got 2 or 3 guards that can really shoot the basketball. Taylor Asher can put them up in bunches as well. I think it's going to be a constant game of adjustments. Both teams are going to have to make adjustments on the fly for how the other team's playing, and it'll come down to who is better at that.
And it's going to be interesting, too, because you've got 2 veteran coaches with incredible records in Ivy Burchell in his 15th season. Mahan is in his 10th season. I was looking up a stat in the last 3 or 4 years. Coach Mahan has won over 80% of his games. And for Burchell, in his career, he's won over 70% of his games. Burchell had an incredible streak for about 4 or 5 years in the late 2000s to the early teens, from like 06 or 07 to 2011 or so, and it's going to be interesting, the chess match between these 2 coaches and how they respond to each team making those kinds of adjustments.
Right. You can rest assured that both of these coaches know how the other one coaches. And they come into this game with a game plan of how to attack that other team's defense, how to guard that other team's offense. That's why I say it's going to be a constant game of adjustments. Two good coaches know how to play chess. And it really comes down to a game like this where you got two teams that are so talented. It comes down to who makes the better adjustments at the right time.
Time for our PRTC TV matchup preview. We'll go inside the stats and tell you more about these two teams. North Laurel Lady Jaguars are 21-4 this season. They've won 6 games in a row, undefeated in district and region play, ranked number 11 in the state by the Associated Press. They're led in scoring by junior Haley Valentine, who averages just under 18 points a game, followed by junior Emily Sizemore, almost 15 points a game. Freshman Chloe McKnight with 10 per contest. 8th grader Brooke Nicholson at just over 9 per game. Very young team. McKnight, the best shooter from the floor, 65%. That's good for 4th in the state of Kentucky. She is not starting tonight, but provides valuable minutes and points off the bench. North has several good three-point shooters. Bella Sizemore, her sister Emily Sizemore, Brooke Nicholson, and Haley Valentine has combined for 113 threes out of 303 attempts for 37%. Emily Sizemore, Haley Valentine are the best free throw shooters. Sizemore at 79%. That's good for 26 in the state. And Valentine at 76%. Chloe McKnight, the top rebounder for the Lady Jags, 7 per game. As a team, North Laurel scores the second most points in the state at 70.4. They are 17th in the state in average margin of victory, 18 points a game, and they are the top shooting team in the state at just over 48%. They're 15th in the state in free throw shooting at over 70% and 16th in three-point shooting at 35.7%. That data provided by the KHSAA out of over 270 statewide schools. We talked about it last night, Justin. North Laurel boys are a statistical juggernaut, probably in the top 5 in 6 or 7 different categories in the state. Lady Jags not far behind them.
No, and you will see why. I mean, it's not just, they've got good guards like Valentine and Sizemore, but, you kind of forget about Brooke Nicholson and McKnight. At times, they have just as much of a talent level as Valentine and Sizemore. They're not weak really anywhere. Like we were talking about a minute ago, size may be the only disadvantage, but Clay County doesn't really provide that. So it's two talented teams. I'm very excited to see it.
Clay County Lady Tigers on the flip side are 13-7 this year. They are the hottest team in the 13th region right now. They've won 9 in a row since starting rough 4-7. Senior guard Taylor Asher leads the Lady Tigers in scoring at just over 15 points a game. She may only be about 5 foot tall, and she shoots right from the hip, but she can throw daggers left and right just like she did against Jackson County to win that game in the semifinal. We got freshman Madison Curry, second on the team, just over 10 points a game. Sophomore Jalen Combs, third at 7.5. Junior Courtney Jones at just over 7 points a game. Jones is also best from the floor, 53%. Asher, the best three-point shot, 40 of 104 for 38.5%. Asher, Combs, and Curry have combined this season to make 122 threes out of 353 attempts. That's 34.5%. Taylor Asher is tops from the free throw line, 76 of 95 for 80%. That's good for 21st individually in the state. And the team shoots just under 68% as a team, which is 34th in Kentucky. These two teams have played each other 45 times. Clay County has won 32 to North Laurel's 13. Clay won 28 of the first 30 matchups, including 24 in a row over a 10-year period from 2005 to 2015. Since 2016, however, North has flipped the switch and won 11 of the last 15 and the last 8 matches in a row. Clay's last win against North Laurel was on the road in 2018, 59-51. Clay County is 14-7 all time against the Lady Jags here at Bobby Keith Gymnasium. So, Justin, you had a period of time that Clay County was just completely dominant, but over the last 5 years, North Laurel has emerged and won 8 in a row against these Clay County Lady Tigers.
Yeah. Well, you know, it was the same for the boys, I think, as well, wasn't it? You know, that was a big period where Clay County was just so dominant in this district, and you know, it wasn't just against North; it was against everybody. But you know, North has really, you know, stepped it up, like you said, in the last few years. The talent level at North just blows my mind. As far, you know, on both teams. You know, you look at this team right here, you can count out 4 or 5 girls that are going to be the star on about any team they go to, and the boys are the same way. It's amazing to have this much talent. There's no wonder they're one of the best teams in the state.
In 49th District tournament play, Clay and North Laurel have met 14 times since North joined the 13th region from the 12th region back in the 2005-2006 season 15 years ago. The only year they didn't play each other was in the district in 2018 when Jackson County knocked off Clay County in the semifinal round. Clay has won 12 of the 14 matchups in district play, but North has won the last 2. Of the 14 meetings, 11 of them have been championship games. Clay has won every time except last season when North won 62-39. Clay County has never lost a district championship game to North Laurel here at home. They are 3-0 in championship games here at Bobby Keith Gymnasium, which happened in 2006, 2014, and 2017. You mentioned it about the boys' game. Any prognosticator would have told you that North Laurel's boys were probably a 15 to 20 point favorite coming in here last night against Clay County, but you come into this atmosphere and this magic and this gymnasium, and it just means something.
Well, yeah, and you look up in the crowd, and it's really hard to find your fan section because they pack this gym out and they're very loud, very vocal. These fans in Clay County really take their basketball extremely seriously. You know, you're a good basketball player here, man. You could run for judge over here. They eat, sleep, and breathe it. And, you know, it's why it's so hard of a place to come in here, and you're not going to blow this team out. You know, it's like last night, like you said, you could have, any other team, you might say, yeah, there's a big advantage for North, but when you come in this gym, I'd never like to say you're at the advantage.
Well, it is going to be very interesting to see this game unfold. And like we said, North a favorite statistically in almost every category, but Clay County always brings it every time, and especially at district tournament time. North Laurel, we mentioned, has emerged the last 3 seasons. They have went regional final, regional championship, regional final. So, I mean, they are really emerging as a school to be reckoned with, and Clay County trying to stop North Laurel from winning a district championship here at Clay County High School for the first time in school history. Both these teams, of course, have already punched their ticket into the region. One of them is going to go in as a district winner and will pull from the district runner-ups, and the other one will go as a runner-up and will pull out of the winners. Of course, they can't play each other in the first round, so if whoever wins this district will end up drawing, I believe it's on Sunday morning when they're going to have the draw, and whoever wins the 49th will play a runner-up from the 50th, 51st, or 52nd, and of course on the flip side, whoever is runner-up from the 49th will get the champion from the 50th, the 51st, or the 52nd. We are just got a few seconds away from the playing of the national anthem. We are going to keep it right here for the national anthem, and then we'll go to break and come back and bring you the starting lineups and get this 2021 Girls 49th District Championship game underway from Clay County High School here on the Southeast Kentucky Network and PRTC TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Mr. William Sexton, Superintendent of Clay County Public Schools, Mr. Mike Gregory, Principal at Clay County High School, welcome to Keith Gymnasium for tonight's basketball action and the championship game of the Girls 2021 Advent Health 49th District Tournament featuring the Lady Jaguars of North Laurel and your Clay County Lady Tigers. At this time, I would ask that you please rise, remove your hats in honor of the playing of our national anthem, which will be performed by the North Laurel High School Band. Camilla Gregory, a senior at Clay County High School, will lead us in a pregame prayer.
Thank
colors are presented by local representatives of the Clay County High School JROTC Color Guard. Tonight's Color Guard is being commanded by Cadet Second Lieutenant Brayton Sherrill, followed by Cadet Private Brianna Bowling, Cadet Sergeant First Class Jacob Smith, and Cadet Samuel Marion.
There's so many great things about life in gig country, and PRTC is proud to be one more. A local internet provider with all the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power multiple Wi-Fi devices all over your home, we've got the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, give us a call, or visit us online to learn more. PRTC, your local internet connection.
Fiber-powered internet from PRTC is fast, crazy fast. Experience crazy fast internet speeds from PRTC with reliable downloads up to 1 gig. Now you can surf, stream, game, chill with speed to spare. And with our new GigaSpire Blast, you'll enjoy the ultimate Wi-Fi experience everywhere in your home. Accelerate your internet. Contact PRTC to sign up or upgrade your internet today.
Welcome back to it, PRTC TV and the Southeast Kentucky Network, bringing you exclusive video streaming of the 49th District Basketball Tournament, presented by Advent Health. Starting lineups, first of all, for the North Laurel Lady Jaguars, 21-4 on the season under head coach Eddie Mahan Jr. They will start number 3, Haley Valentine. Number 23, Emily Sizemore. Number 11, Brooke Nicholson. Number 5 is Bella Sizemore. And number 32 is Sage McClure. And do not be underestimated by the size of this basketball team, because they are all shooters and all fast.
Yeah, you better guard the perimeter. Same for this team.
A moment of dramatic pause before the introduction of Clay County. Build anticipation. Clay County Lady Tigers 13-7. You mentioned they're the hottest team in the region right now. They've won 9 games in a row. Under head coach Ivy Burchell in his 15th season coaching the Lady Tigers. Number 0, Madison Curry, only a freshman. Number 11, sophomore Jalen Combs. Number 43, Courtney Jones. Also number 24, Mackenzie Sizemore. And number 3, Taylor Asher. One of their post players and their leading rebounder, Haley Napier, suffered an injury. And I think Ed said that she is out for the season. She is dressed, I do believe. She's on the official scorebook roster. Clay County could certainly use her rebounding here tonight, as rebounds are always a factor in these high school games. Clay County going to get the ball first. Interesting rule, Justin Lakes, no jump ball, but then you have to face guard each other for 2 hours.
Yep, makes sense.
Yeah. Asher brings it up, guarded by number 11, Nicholson. Man-to-man, girl-to-girl. Sticky defense by North. Backdoor cut and pass led her a little bit too far. Trying to find number 11, Jalen Combs, but it's thrown away. Clay County with a turnover, and here comes the Lady Jags with their first offensive set.
Yep.
That's Bella Sizemore. Gets the screen from McClure in the corner for Nicholson. Nicholson with the floater up and in.
Nicholson with a great move there. Had a great game the other day against Redbird. She's just as talented as the rest as we talk. A lot of good guard play from North.
Lose the basketball, but Jones picks it up. Good backdoor cut, up and in. Nice job down there by Madison Curry, seeing the loose ball and breaking toward the basket.
Play Clay County plays, a lot of backdoor cuts, a lot of getting behind the defense.
Valentine, nice spin move. Shot is up and going to roll off, but she does draw the contact and will go to the free throw line.
Valentine back in the start of the lineup. She had suffered an injury the other day, but looks like she's right as rain now.
Dislocated finger, we heard, and she is back playing. I don't believe she got the start the other night against Redbird, but she did come in. You mentioned Nicholson. She led them in scoring against Redbird with 21 points and only an 8th grader. Bella Sizemore, our player of the game the other night, and she's only, I think, an 8th grader or a freshman. She had 20 points with a great stat line.
Yes, that's what the point I was alluding to. You know, you remember Brooke Sizemore for her hot shooting, but you forget Nicholson probably had the best game. They're just an all-around solid team.
Jones dribbles into the paint, passes it to Sizemore. Now that's number 0, Madison Curry. Picks up her dribble, looking for help. Finds Jones. Jones on the drive. Nice move and up and in.
Basket by Jones.
Strong move by the junior, Courtney Jones, and we're tied at 4. Played about a minute and a half. Bella Sizemore over to Valentine on the drive, up and in. Tough move by Valentine.
Both teams driving it to the hole right now, and you know you can see the size would be nice for both teams to have.
Ball knocked away, but it ended up going off the knee of Haley Valentine out of bounds, so Clay County dodges a bullet there on the turnover. Full court pressure by North Laurel.
Which is what you'll see, and that they want to speed the game up. They want to make you get up and down the floor with them, run with them. They got so many quick guards. That's the game they like to play, and it always works out pretty well for them.
Curry gives it up to Jones, now in the corner to Combs. Back to Jones on the post. Jones backing her way in, can't get a shot off, and throws it to Curry. Nicholson is really paying a lot of attention to Asher. They shovel it to Asher. She puts a shot up, it's blocked, and McClure picks up the loose ball. Ahead to Emily Sizemore. In the paint, Bella Sizemore's got an open 3 on the way, and it's good.
And you cannot afford to do that if you're Clay County. She was smoking hot the other day in the game against Redbird, and she's just dead eye, especially wide open.
Clay County almost gets a 5-second call. They do get it inbounds to Taylor Asher, and we're going to have a foul called on Brooke Nicholson, guarding a little bit too closely on Asher, her first and the team's first.
The foul's on Nicholson. That's her first, team first.
They get it into Jones. Jones shovels it over to Curry. Now back to Jones. Jones from 15 rolls in. Little top spin.
By Curry.
Little shooter's roll there.
Big bucket there for Clay as a steal now. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up, though, by Valentine. Now Asher's got it. And we got a tie-up on the jump ball, and the possession arrow favors North Laurel. Taylor Asher had something come off of her knee brace, so making an adjustment here. And she said, you know what, I can live without this knee brace for a little while.
Who needs it? You got young knees.
That's right. Of course, you remember she tore her ACL, I believe it was last season. Emily Sizemore can't leave her open from there.
Three-point basketball.
And that's what I'm saying. If you let them get out to a hot start from beyond the arc, and they get up to 6 like they are now, and the lead grows, you can't hold the ball. It gets you out of that game plan.
Playing sticky, tight defense. Almost a steal there by North. And now there is a steal. Ball is loose, though, and going to go out of bounds off of North Laurel. She stepped on the sideline before she bounced it off of Taylor Asher.
And North Laurel really turning up the defensive pressure early. I like to see that out of them. Not only are they good offensively, but very intense defensively as well.
Ball was tipped nicely there by Valentine and caused a turnover. Now we're going to have a Clay County foul as Sage McClure got tripped up.
Fouls on Sizemore. That's her second, team second.
And just like that, one of their starters, Mackenzie Sizemore, picks up her second foul in only 3.5 minutes of action. No move from the bench yet.
They're going to have to watch that for sure.
12-6, pass down to Sizemore, up short, rebound to Jones. Good defensive hold there by the Lady Tigers. Jones, crossover, trying to go the length of the floor, and we're going to have a foul called on North. They might have said they got her from behind. A little push.
Yeah.
Team second.
McClure's first, team second. Clay County trying to get it inbounds. They do to Taylor Asher, up, no good though. And the rebound to North Laurel's McClure.
There's been a little contact there.
And a steal on the other end. North Laurel loses the handle on it. Curry ends up with it. They get it over to the left side to Taylor Asher. Can't get a three off. Nicholson's guarding her closely. Curry, nice little give and go from Jones to her.
Great play there.
Madison Curry having a whale of a first half of the first quarter. She's got 6 of Clay County's 8.
Never count Clay out here. Even if you get off to a hot start, they're always knocking at the door.
Valentine fakes the 3 on the drive. The floater's up and in, made it look easy.
Basket by Valentine.
She's got 6, averages 18. Combs going to bring it up. Guarded by Valentine. Gets it into front court. Gets the screen from Jones. Loses the handle on it, but Jones picks it up, puts it up off the glass, and no good, but draws the foul, and Jones will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, what you saw there, though, was a very good switch by McClure. A lot of kids, especially this age, that's something that coaches hammer in their head. Switch on screens, and you've seen a great job there of her picking her up after the pick.
Sage McClure has picked up her second foul. McKnight going to check in for her on the next dead ball, which is now. Jones misses the first of 2.
And Clay really needs to convert on these free throw opportunities.
Second one on the way is good by Jones. She gets 1 of 2 for her third point. 14-9, North by 5. We played almost 5 minutes. North Laurel looking for their second straight 49th District Championship. Nicholson loses the handle on it momentarily, gets it over to Bella Sizemore. Actually, that's Bella Sizemore with the ball now. Nice move down there by the 8th grader.
What a move there. You can see that Bella is looking for her shot. You can tell her coaches have said, if you can shoot it, shoot it. She always gives a head fake when she gets the ball.
Jones has it knocked away from her from behind. It'll stay on this end with Clay County. Courtney Jones going to trigger it in from under her own basket. Nobody moving to get the ball for Clay. They finally get it to Curry. Now back to Jones. Jones, nice move, and going to be a foul called on McKnight as Jones went around her, and probably a good foul because she was going to have an easy bucket.
The foul's on McKnight. That's her first.
She was wide open when she got past McKnight.
Long inbounds pass out top to Curry. Now Asher with it. Nicholson cuts her off. Courtney Jones gets it. McKnight's on her, backs her way in, can't get a shot off, now going to bring it back out. Give and go, and probably an extra pass they didn't need.
Yeah. But you can see still Clay staying with that give and go, back cuts to the rim. That's the way they play. And, North early on doing a very good job of defending that.
Gracie McKnight going to come out, and her twin sister, number 54, Chloe McKnight, going to check in. I believe somebody told me they are triplets. Emily Sizemore bringing it up. Bella Sizemore for a three. It's rattles out. Rebound to Asher. 16-9, North by 7. Under 2 to go here in the first quarter. Lady Tigers in need of a bucket.
Yeah, that one could have went in as easy as it didn't.
Jones thought about the shot. Penetrates. Combs couldn't get the shot off. Back to Jones. Top of the key. That's number 40 with the basketball. That's Madison Jones, who just checked in.
North Laurel doing a great job here. But right here is a matchup they're going to try to take advantage of, Clay County.
Madison Jones' shot is blocked by Chloe McKnight. Going to say she got a piece of the arm, though, and going to send Madison Jones to the free throw line to shoot 2. First on Chloe, team's 5th.
The foul's on McKnight. That's her first, team 5th. At the line, shooting 2, Madison Jones.
Madison Jones' first trip to the free throw line tonight. First one is no good. Clay County 1 of 3 from the line in the early going. North Laurel a perfect 2 of 2.
You got to convert on these free ones, like I said earlier.
Second one no good, but the rebound to Curry. Big offensive board for Madison. Here's the 3. Combs left open, and she missed it. Rebound kicks out to North Laurel. That's Nicholson on the drive. Up and in.
The post.
Looked a little bit out of control on the drive, but the results are there, and that's the second bucket for Brooke Nicholson, and it's now 18-9, North by 9. Courtney Jones drives all the way down. Nobody picked her up. Jones has 5. On the other end, North Laurel getting down the floor quick. Emily Sizemore for 3. It's too strong. The rebound to Chloe McKnight. Valentine fakes the 3, now drives off the window. No good, and Combs with the rebound.
Ooh, a lot of action early. But that's how quickly both teams can score on you, especially North. They really get it down here quick, want to shoot a lot of layups and threes.
Madison Jones with it to Courtney Jones.
And that's a matchup that you can see Clay trying to exploit. They think Jones can score on McKnight.
Courtney Jones has to shoot a 3 before the clock runs out, and we're at the end of the first quarter. North Laurel with a 7-point lead at the end of one. Lady Jags 18, Lady Tigers 11. Stay tuned, the second quarter straight ahead. It is the 2021 Girls 49th District Championship game on the Southeast Kentucky Network and PRTC TV.
How'd I do?
You'll get better.
Tim can't wait to be a real driver. But for now, he's king of the online track, thanks to PRTC Broadband. Our 100% fiber network speeds up to 1 gig, give him the edge against players anywhere, even the other end of the couch.
Whoa. You'll get better.
Visit prtcnet.org to learn more.
North Laurel up by 7 at the end of the first quarter, 18-11 over the Clay County Lady Tigers. You're watching the 2021 Girls 49th District Championship game presented by Advent Health. We're at Bobby Keith Gymnasium here at Clay County High School in Manchester. North Laurel boys already have been crowned the 49th District Boys Champion with their 2-point win over Clay County last night at the same location, 63-61. North Laurel Lady Jaguars trying to do something that's never been done before, and that is beat the Clay County Lady Tigers in a district championship game here in Manchester. North Laurel not really getting many buckets off transition in that first quarter. I believe they had maybe 1 or 2, but Clay County defending the pressure pretty well. And I would expect more of the same from North Laurel. They'll press off every dead ball probably the whole game.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the way they want to play. A lot of possessions and play quickly.
Double team kind of collapsed on Madison Curry. When she turned around, there was a defender right there to meet her and caused her to shuffle her feet and called for traveling.
I'm very impressed with North Laurel's ball pressure early. Really turning Clay County over. Already 4 turnovers for Clay. And that's uncharacteristic for them. And that's just a testament to the good defense from North early.
Valentine behind the back dribble. Shovels it over to Nicholson. Now Bella Sizemore. Good ball movement by the Lady Jags. And uncontested with the left hand is Haley Valentine.
A little motion offense there. Good screen. Afforded a layup there for Valentine. Great play by North.
And we're going to have a foul on number 11, Nicholson, and she's picked up her second and the team's 6th. So the next foul on North Laurel will be free throws for Clay County.
And if you're Clay, this is a game you got to make your free throws. Jackson County found out the other night free throws can kill you. You know, if they'd have just made theirs, this would be a different ball game. But that's the way the ball bounces.
Jackson County only 4 of 12 from the free throw line and lost by 2. And with North Laurel wanting to run the score up every time Clay County gets on the line, they better make the most out of it. Combs with it. Over to Courtney Jones. Jones, spin move down low, trying to take advantage of the size advantage over Valentine, and Valentine going to be called for the foul, and Jones going back to the free throw line.
And Jones is going to get a lot of attempts tonight. They're running a lot of top ball screens, trying to get her to the goal. They really like that matchup against McKnight, and they think her quickness can be the decider there, and I think Birchall's absolutely right.
One thing about it, I think Coach Eddie Mahan is determined that number 3, Taylor Asher, is not going to beat him tonight, as she is getting the most attention of any Clay County Lady Tiger on the floor, and naturally so, where she averages 18 points a game to lead the squad.
Right, Nicholson has been right in her face the entire game, and doing a very good job of keeping her quiet.
Jones makes a pair. She's 3 of 4 from the line, has 7 points. Looking down low for McKnight, they get it to her, and she not able to convert, but does draw the contact. Nice lob pass in there from the left baseline by Valentine.
And you see the size is it's tough for Clay to do anything with it. They about just have to foul you, it's just like the Curry matchup on that end. You know, McKnight's got the advantage on this end, so that may be something both teams look to exploit.
McKnight's free throw is good, and Sizemore has picked up her 3rd foul for Clay County. She's going to have to probably come out. He may do some offensive and defensive substituting here in the second quarter, but might not see her until the start of the second half. Nicholson and McClure has 2 apiece for North Laurel. McKnight makes them both, and North a perfect 4 of 4 from the free throw line. We mentioned that they are one of the top free throw shooting teams in the state.
Yes.
22-13, North by 9. Jones driving on McKnight.
Still trying to exploit that matchup there.
And Jones might have a step or 2 on McKnight, but McKnight has the height advantage.
Yeah, maybe even trying to get McKnight in foul trouble, early. That's a good move too, because that size, that really gives Clay fits.
At times, you may feel like that Clay County is playing very deliberate and almost holding the basketball, but they're a team that's going to hang on to the ball a lot of times for a minute at a time. Combs drives the lane and can't make the shot. Here comes North Laurel the other way. Valentine wanting a 3, and she's got it.
3-point basket by Valentine.
Valentine with 11 points, and danger time here for the Lady Tigers as North Laurel up by 12, 25-13.
Yep. And you got to get some possessions here if you're Clay, you can't hold the ball. This is what I was saying before the game. If you get down early, that holding the ball game plan goes out the window. Got to get some shots up.
Jones with it, trying to Get it to Curry on the backdoor cut and drives on McKnight. Has her shot blocked. Here comes Valentine in a hurry the other way, and she's called for traveling. Had a moment of indecision and could not put the brakes on.
Got between shooting and passing in the same thought.
And Coach Ivy Burchell wants to take a timeout. 5:18 left here in the second quarter. North Laurel by 12 over Clay County, 25-13. And what we got here? Nope, not a timeout. Is this some kind of warning? Is that what they issued? Did you catch that, Mark?
If it may be a coach's box warning, maybe, but
maybe.
Anything else, I don't know.
Well, it was not a timeout, so it had to be some type of bench warning.
He was on the Tigers' head in the first quarter, so I don't know how that could be what it was.
Jones, crossover dribble on McKnight, kicks it to Madison Jones, and Madison Jones throws it into backcourt. It's picked up, though, by North Laurel. Bella Sizemore with an easy one. Bella's got 7. And now we're going to have that timeout. North Laurel has built a 15-point lead over Clay County. 4:48 left here in the second quarter. North Laurel 28, Clay County 13. Back with more up next on the Southeast Kentucky Network and PRTC TV.
Yes, we're all quite over staying home right now. But we can make it better by streaming the great shows and movies we've been wanting to see. PRTC can help. With fast, reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig, enhanced by reliable Wi-Fi. Stream all you want, no matter how many gadgets are going at once. And with our new GigaSpire Blast, you'll enjoy the ultimate Wi-Fi experience everywhere in your home. Contact PRTC to sign up or upgrade today.
Southeast Kentucky Network and PRTC TV bringing you the 2021 Girls 49th District Tournament Championship game presented by Advent Health. They've changed the scoreboard. It's actually 27-13. I thought that was wrong. North Laurel has held Clay County without a field goal for over 3 minutes here in this second quarter and have outscored them 9-2. All it takes is one bad quarter against a good team to put you 6 feet under in high school basketball.
Yeah, especially North. They can put them up in bunches.
Nice shot there from the free throw line by Madison Jones, her first points, and a big bucket for Clay County out of the timeout.
And it just comes down to the basic. You got to start making shots if you're Clay. I mean, you got to at least trade buckets. You can't let North go on a big run and with no answer.
Bella Sizemore, nice move down low, can't get it to fall, but right there for the putback is Gracie McKnight.
You see that size, that just gives Clay a hard time down low.
Got the two sisters out there together, Gracie and Chloe McKnight. That was Gracie on the bucket. Madison Jones trying to drive down low, gives it to Courtney Jones. Jones through traffic over in the corner to Madison Curry. Taylor Asher trying to get the pass, but Bella Sizemore cuts it off. Now loose ball, though, picked up by Clay County.
Clay County missed an opportunity, a wide open Madison Jones there.
Combs thought about the three, penetrates, kicks it to Courtney Jones, puts it up, no good, and the ball's going to be, I guess they're going to say it went off of Chloe McKnight. It looked like it was trying to roll out of bounds anyway, and Chloe had went out of bounds and came back in. So Clay County's third opportunity at an offensive set here on this end. And we're going to have a 5-second call. Seemed like a rather quick 5-second call.
It sure did. That's exactly what I was thinking.
30-15, 3:15 left before halftime. Penetration by Emily Sizemore. She tried to pass it and it was deflected. Gets it to her younger sister, Bella Sizemore. Bella penetrates, taking on all comers, can't get the shot to fall, but we're going to have a foul, I believe, on Courtney Jones from behind. Courtney picks up her first and the team's fourth.
The foul's on Jones, that's her first, team fourth. At the line, shooting 2, Sizemore.
Bella's first trip to the free throw line tonight. Can't get that one to fall. Bella had 20 points the other night in the 95-49 win over Redbird. She has 7 here tonight.
And they all seemed like they were from 3. It was just every time you looked up, another one going in.
It was raining. Second free throw missed, but the ball's tipped, and now we're going to have what? A jump ball. Nice tie up there by Combs, and the possession arrow favors Clay County. So North Laurel comes up empty on that trip, but they've still outscored Clay County 11-4 here in the second frame.
Clay really got to get it going here. I mean, you know, you're going to get a halftime break here and try to make some kind of adjustments. But, you know, honestly, it's just got to start making shots, man. Got to start getting some more possessions down here.
Possession arrow actually favored North Laurel, so the official went to the scorer's table and got the correct call. So Bella Sizemore will trigger it in. To Valentine, free throw line jumper, in and out. Ball's tipped and ends up in the hands of Courtney Jones on the rebound.
And that's what Clay's got to do. It's got to be 1 and out for North for Clay to have a chance here.
North Laurel really collapsing on the three-pointer. Stolen by Bella Sizemore, and she's going to have a run out on the other end. Missed the layup.
Goodness.
Rebound back up and in, though, by her bigger sister, Emily Sizemore. So even though Bella missed the layup, Emily right there to get the rebound and put it back up and in and draw the foul.
7 turnovers for Clay so far. It's really hurt them in transition. North is really making the most out of those transition opportunities off turnovers.
Emily Sizemore has 6 Clay County fouls on Madison Jones, her first. 33-15. North continues to expand that lead, and it's already in a dangerous territory for a lower scoring team like the Lady Tigers.
Yes, and North is relentless with the lead too. They keep their foot on the pedal. It's hard to come back. They shoot the ball so well. It's hard to mount a big comeback against them.
Courtney Jones drives, finds Combs. Jones driving again. Over to Asher. Asher. Jones going to try the three-pointer, and that one's too strong. Rebound taken by Haley Valentine. Haley's trying to push it without numbers, puts it off the glass, no good. And the rebound to Madison Curry.
Clay's really got to start cutting that off. You can't let them get all the way to the rim, especially from 90 feet.
Clay County's got a couple of stops from North here in the last little bit, but hasn't been able to convert. Lead remains at 18, 33-15. Madison Curry to Courtney Jones. Now to Madison Jones.
And you would look for a screen and a backdoor cut into the paint, you would think, if you were Clay.
There's exactly what you were talking about, but Curry cannot convert on the left baseline. Here comes Bella Sizemore from 15. It's too strong. Rebound, though, to Gracie McKnight. To Emily Sizemore. Up and no good, but going to draw the foul on Taylor Asher. That'll be Taylor's first and the team's 6th. Shooting foul, so 2 free throws for Emily Sizemore.
And no points so far for Taylor Asher, who's their leading scorer. I mean, you've got to get her going if you want a chance in this second half of this basketball game.
Free throw by Emily Sizemore is good. She's a perfect 2 of 2. North Laurel is 6 of 8 from the line tonight. 34-15. Clay County has played over 7 minutes here in this second quarter with 53 seconds left. They've got 1 field goal in the quarter.
Yeah. Asher's going to have to start demanding the ball here and make something happen. I mean, I know they're guarding her very close, but going to have to set some screens for. She's your best player. You're going to have to set some picks for her, some screens, get her in the game.
Jones drives over to Madison Jones. The jumper is too strong. Rebound, though, to Courtney Jones. Curry thought about the 3 but hesitated. Stolen, knocked away by Valentine. Ball is picked up by McKnight. She throws it blindly down the floor, and now we're going to have a foul on Bella Sizemore of North Laurel when she ended up knocking Courtney Jones down. That'll be Bella's first and the team's 8th. So we'll walk all the way down to the other end, and Courtney Jones will have a 1-and-1.
Bodies flying everywhere there on that play. Both teams really hustling for the ball. You know, this is they're both teams wanting to win. I mean, it's understandable, man. Clay in front of their home crowd. They'd be feeling a little bit of a desperation right now.
One thing about it, you are not going to beat a team like North scoring 4 points in a quarter.
No.
Jones' free throw is good. Interesting strategy here. You've got no players down here to rebound. They're all on the other end.
Yeah.
With still 26 seconds left.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a strategy there. I just don't know what it is. Second one is good as well. So didn't need any rebounders.
Hey,
what do I know?
He must have knew something we didn't.
That's why I'm up here and not down there.
Right.
5 of 6 for Jones from the line, doing a great job. She's got 9 of Clay County's 17, but you mentioned the biggest notable omission in the scoring column is Taylor Asher.
And that just can't continue for Clay. I mean, you can't not have your best player show up tonight.
Here's a 3 from the wing. It's short, and the ball going to go out of bounds back to Clay County, and that was Gracie McKnight shooting the 3 over there. A 3 coming from the wing from an unlikely source. 1.8 seconds left, 35-17. Ahead to Courtney Jones, launches it at the buzzer, and she got the backboard from 50 feet, couldn't get it to fall. So North Laurel in control at halftime. They have more than doubled up the Clay County Lady Tigers at the half. Lady Jaguars 35 and the Lady Tigers 17. Stay tuned. We'll come back and bring you our first half individual and team stats and preview the second half as well. You're watching the 2021 Girls 49th District Championship game from Bobby Keith Gymnasium here at Clay County High School on the Southeast Kentucky Network and PRTC TV.
If doctors, nurses, and grocery store clerks can wear a mask for 10 or 12-hour shifts, you can wear a mask for an hour or less when you go to the store. Do your part. Mask up, America.
So, what are we doing here?
Well, just a trim. Maybe kind of a layered look.
Will you read the sign?
How about some real choice? Like the choices you get with IPTV, new from PRTC. Enjoy free HD and new features like on-screen caller ID. Plus, record 4 programs at once with our HD DVR. PRTC. It's all about you.
The coverage you need when you need it most. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Bundle from PRTC is your local choice for internet, TV, and phone at a better value. Our internet's faster than ever with consistent, affordable speeds no matter how many devices are online. State-of-the-art TV connections deliver more HD choices, convenient DVR options, and now TV everywhere. And unlimited local calling with new long-distance plans backed by exceptional 24-hour customer service. Make the local choice for a better value. Call or visit PRTC online today.
At some point, you make a choice about who you are.
Something big.
They're at home. I'm at home.
Are we all having a good time?
Something bold.
There's a revolution going on inside of you.
Your new binge is here.
It feels really right.
Get HBO Max today and see what you've been missing. Already an HBO subscriber? Access is included at no additional charge. Using your current login to start streaming.
This is TV. This is TV Set Free. TV Everywhere from PRTC TV sets you free to watch what you want, where you want. Catch your favorite networks, including live TV, ready to watch on any web-connected device. for no extra charge. That's TV set free. Enjoy the extra value of PRTC TV everywhere. Visit prtcnet.org and sign up today. There are lots of small reasons to have home phone service, and one very big one. 911 emergency location. Only a call from your home phone instantly transmits your address to emergency personnel. Cell phones can't.
911, what's your emergency?
If trouble comes to your home, seconds count. PRTC Home Phone helps first responders do their job. It's a small price to pay for what you can save.
Located in the Jackson County Regional Industrial Park in Annville, Kentucky, the Jackson County McKee Industrial Development Authority helps companies and communities win. It is and always will be our mission to recruit new business and industry and support the people in our region. We want the people and industry to stay in Jackson County, and here's why. We offer workforce information and training, business planning for new and existing businesses, the fastest broadband in Kentucky, state-of-the-art facilities, and financial assistance and tax incentives. All of this with a rich culture of communities that care. We were just announced as a certified work-ready in progress area. What does this mean for Jackson County? It means that we're ready to go to work with a diverse, skilled, and dedicated workforce. We now have a prime 22-acre construction-ready location just off the newly constructed Highway 30 and only 18 miles from I-75. Close enough, yet far enough. We're Kentucky's advanced manufacturing hub.
Your local TV company works hard to bring you popular shows at a fair price. Going to bat against media giants that control most of the things you watch. Media giants use their power to raise prices on popular channels. When local TV companies push back to protect you, media giants threaten to pull the plug on your favorite channels. Seriously, we're on your side, working to get you the shows you want at a reasonable price.
North Laurel with the 18-point lead at the half over the Clay County Lady Tigers, 35-17. You are watching the exclusive video streaming rights to the 49th District Basketball Tournament. Southeast Kentucky Network and PRTC TV proud to bring it to you. Clay County was outscored by North by 7, 18-11 in that first quarter. Things got worse, though, for them in the second quarter as North Laurel held them to only one field goal and outscored them 17-6 in that second quarter to bring us to our halftime margin of 35-17. North Laurel trying to do something tonight they have never done in school history since they even joined the 49th District back in the 05-06 season, and that's win a 49th District championship game over Clay County High School on this floor. They were a little bit late in getting some of the stats to us from the official scores table. We've got some of our own, and they did finally get them over to us. Jacob Tankersley went over and got them for us. So let's get a rundown on the first half individual and team stats. And here's Justin Lakes.
All right, for North Laurel, got 11 points for Haley Valentine, 7 from Bella Sizemore, 4 from Brooke Nicholson, 8 from Emily Sizemore. You had 2 from Chloe McKnight and 2 for Gracie McKnight. For Clay County, you had 6 from Madison Curry, 0 points for Taylor Asher, which is just a killer for them right now. Got to get her going. 9 for Courtney Jones and 2 for Madison Jones. As a team, Clay County, 6 of 17 from the field, 0 for 5 from 3, and 5 of 8 from the free throw line. As a team for North, 12 of 22 for 54% from the field, 50% from 3, 3 for 6, and they 7 of 9 from the free throw line. Fast break points, North Laurel with 4, Clay County with 0. North Laurel also with 9 points off of turnovers and 16 points in the paint. So not only controlling the game from the paint, also controlling the game from the field, also controlling the game from the perimeter. That's why the score is what it is. Also, you know, don't want to beat a dead horse, but Taylor Asher, if you can hear me, you better get it going.
Well, one thing about it, and that's that it really all comes down to the North Laurel defense and what Coach Ivy Burchell can do to combat that. The one thing about it, if you look out there, I mean, she has got somebody draped on her the entire time that she's out there. It was Brooke Nicholson for a while, and then they switched up Emily Sizemore on her. But she has not had, Taylor Asher's not had room to breathe out there. And you know, you player like that that's 5 feet tall, and I always call her a bit of a gunslinger because she shoots right from the hip with a little bit of a side shot. She's got to have some room to shoot, and she's not getting any clearance whatsoever.
Yeah, well, you got to create her a little bit of space then. You got to make some kind of adjustment to get her open. Ball screens out top, run the baseline, and run her through a couple of your post players and set double screens, curl maybe on some picks. Something's got to happen, I promise you. If she goes the rest of this game, it's with no points. Going to be ugly.
It's doomsday. Yeah, doomsday for Clay County. Turnovers, I don't know if I heard you mention that or not, but Clay County has 8 and North Laurel only with 3, and so that's a number they're going to have to watch. It's not an excessive amount necessarily, but an excessive amount against the number 11 team in the state if you have close to double-figure turnovers in each half.
Right, well, and a stat to look at there is 9 points off of turnovers, and you got 8 turnovers. So they're converting on
about
these.
Half.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to convert. They get down the court very quickly, especially on loose balls and turnovers. And you look up, and all of a sudden you got 2 or 3 blue jerseys already under the goal, bird dogging as you like to call it. And, they score on you in a flurry. And you got to take care of the basketball. But, like I said, it comes down to Clay. Got to make most of your possessions. No bad shots. I mean, from here on out, you better limit the mistakes.
Clay County only shooting 35% from the floor. North Laurel shooting 54% from the floor, and they've taken 5 more shots than Clay County has as well. We're going to take a quick break and come back in about 60 seconds and get this thing started as far as the second half goes and see if Coach Birchall and the Lady Tigers can turn things around. The Girls 49th District Championship game for 2021 continues next on the Southeast Kentucky Network and PRTC TV.
With PRTC's new expanded IPTV options, get more channels you love for less. Start with our basic TV tier, then add the expanded and digital tiers for maximum variety, or add specialty tiers to your basic package. Tiers like news and sports, or sports and more, the entertainment tier, kids and family, or our new Heartland tier. To learn more about your expanded IPTV options, call or visit PRTC online today.
As a U.S. veteran, imagine getting the care you need without driving all the way to Lexington. At the Virtual Living Room in McKee, you'll have access to VA doctors who can prescribe medications through an easy-to-use computer set up in a private, comfortable environment inside the Jackson County Public Library. Schedule an appointment through your VA doctor today. Gigabit broadband internet service for the Virtual Living Room is provided by PRTC.
Welcome back to Bobby Keith Gymnasium. Clay County High School, the site for the 2021 Girls 49th District Championship game presented by Advent Health here on the Southeast Kentucky Network and PRTC TV. Clay County going to get the ball first as we open up the third quarter. Jalen Combs going to trigger it in, gets it into Courtney Jones. Jones was the leading scorer for Clay County there in the first half, had 9 of their 17. Nicholson doing a great job just being the best friend of Taylor Asher. She just doesn't have much of a window to get the basketball at all except for on a backdoor cut like that.
Yep, and North did a good job of cutting it off. Nicholson did. Taylor Asher's going to have nightmares of Nicholson. She's just been all over her, but you got to keep throwing those ball screens out there and just keep trying to get her in the game. Eventually, she'll get an open shot here and there. You got to get her in the game. I mean, she's your best player.
Little nickel and dime foul there against Emily Sizemore, her first. 35-17.
And Clay loves, and always has, loves to get behind the defense here. Watch them try to get behind this zone in the second half.
Looked like a foul on Bella Sizemore, and Clay County going to get bailed out by Bella hitting the sideline, but that definitely looked like a pretty good bump from number 5.
Yeah, it did. It sure did. But the refs are going to be inclined to let them play a little bit, especially in the championship game. Let the players decide. But,
felt like they did last night in the North Clay boys game.
They definitely did. Especially late. One call there, I couldn't believe they didn't get called a foul. I thought Farmer got hit pretty hard there late in that game.
Indeed he did. Jones penetrates, kicks it to Combs. North Laurel doing a great job in cutting off the perimeter shot.
They sure are.
Sizemore down low, can't get the shot off, draws the double team and double dribble. She sure did.
That was an easy call there to make.
So Clay County with a turnover there. That is their 9th of the game. And Emily Sizemore going to run the point for the Lady Jaguars. Ranked number 11th in the state by the Associated Press. Gets it over to Bella Sizemore, her younger sister. Now back to Emily. Valentine at the top. Penetrates. Nobody picked her up. Can't make the layup, though, as she double clutched. And the rebound to Curry, and she's in a hurry heading the other way.
They got to cut those straight line drives off if you're Clay.
In and out, and they do a nice job drawing the defense, and Clay County gets their first three-pointer of the game. Comes off the hand of Jalen Combs. Lead down to 15. Took either team almost 2 minutes to score here in the third quarter. They get it to Chloe McKnight down low, and she's got an easy one.
Yeah, and if you let Chloe get position, you just got no answer for her if you're Clay. You're going to have to keep her off the block if you can.
And front her.
Yeah, I mean, you can't let her get position. You know, like Shannon does for Jackson County, gets position before she gets the ball. If you let her do that, good night, gracious, it's going to be hard to guard her.
Sizemore fakes the three, spin move down low, puts her shot off the glass, and good. Nice move by Mackenzie Sizemore. So Clay County scoring better here in this third quarter. Already got more field goals than they had in the entire second quarter. Emily Sizemore trying to get around Taylor Asher, but can't. Valentine over to Bella Sizemore.
And Bella thought about it, and I would too if I was her.
Yeah, I think the height advantage definitely goes to Jones. Down low, Emily Sizemore losing her footing as she kicks it to Bella Sizemore for the three.
What a pure stroke Bella's got. Everything comes off her hands, looks like it's got a chance of going in. Just a pure shooter.
And I believe she's only an 8th grader, has 10 points.
Ooh, that's a scary thing to hear.
Valentine leads them with 11. Taylor Asher picks up her dribble. Courtney Jones has it over to Combs. Backdoor cut, nice job there, up and in.
Yeah, and that's classic Clay County offense. Out top, ball screen, and a cut to the goal. That's the way they get behind that defense, and it's been working for years.
40-24, North by 16. Sizemore beat her defender to the basket and gets an easy one. 12 for Bella Sizemore, now taking over the scoring lead for the Lady Jaguars.
Yep, and need to, the way she's going after it right now, need to see Taylor do that, man. Just gotta be that kind of aggression out of her.
Sizemore for a three. That is number 24, Mackenzie Sizemore. She's come out hot here in the third quarter, has 5 points, as does Jalen Combs. North outscored them 10-7 here in the first 4.5 minutes of the third. Emily Sizemore has it knocked away. Good defense by Taylor Asher, and then Emily going to get called for the reach-in foul.
Yep, great hands there by Taylor.
That'll be the second on Emily Sizemore, and the team second. Courtney Jones going to bring it up for the Lady Tigers. They trail by 15, just over 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Clay County looking sharper here in the third. Sizemore gives it to Jones. Asher gets the screen from Jones on the drive, puts it off the glass and good.
There you go. That's what you got to do now if you're Clay. You got to keep going with that type of game plan. Get her in the game, get her going.
Clay County Lady Tigers showing some fight. They've trimmed an 18-point lead down to 13. Valentine dribbling out top. Knocked away again by Asher. Here goes Madison Curry, beating everybody down to the other end of the floor and banks it up and in.
Basket by Curry.
And they forced Coach Eddie Mahan to take a timeout. 2:29 left in the third. Down to an 11-point lead. North Laurel 42, Clay County 31 on the Southeast Kentucky Network and PRTC TV.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
Clay County Lady Tigers have rattled off 14 points here in this third quarter in only about 5.5 minutes. They only had 17 in the entire first half. They've trimmed North Laurel's lead down from 18 to 11, 42-31. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter, and more good defense by Taylor Asher forces the bad pass. Combs can't get the shot to fall, though. Valentine picks up the rebound, and they're going to get an easy one on the other end. Big turnaround right there, a 4-point swing.
Yes, that's a gut punch to miss that layup there. You can't miss the easy ones, especially in the second half.
Not only that, but it kind of destroys the momentum you had built here in this third quarter. Yeah. Asher on the drive, has it blocked by Nicholson, but they're going to say she got a piece of her, maybe with the body, and that'll be the third on Brooke.
There you go. Like to see that out of Taylor, being aggressive. That's what Clay County's got to have that out of her this half.
Team third. At the line, shooting 2, Asher.
Taylor Asher, one of the top free throw shooters in the state of Kentucky. She'll get 2 here for Clay County. First one is good. Made her first about 20 in a row to start the year.
And that's 3 on Nicholson, right?
It is indeed. First North Laurel player with 3.
I think if you're Clay, you need to keep going right at her.
Asher's second one rolling and wouldn't fall. Curry got a hand on the rebound, but couldn't get the control of it. Nicholson to Valentine, and Asher almost had another pick, but they're going to get her for the reach in, her second.
The foul's on Asher, that's her first.
Clay really trying to get the hands in the passing lane this second half. Trying to turn North Laurel over, doing a pretty good job of it.
Get it into Valentine on the drive, puts it up and in, and draws another foul on Asher. Official scorer
Basket by Valentine.
had her with just 1, but I already had her with 1, so we'll see.
That's her second.
They're saying it's still just her second. Okay, so that's pretty big for Clay County if it's her second, not her third. Valentine trying to complete the three-point play and does. Valentine had been quiet for a while, but she does have 14 in the game.
A 76% free throw shooter as well for Valentine.
Yeah, North Laurel, one of the best free throw shooting teams in Kentucky as well.
Wins championships.
Taylor Asher, guarded by Nicholson. Drives and kicks over to Jalen Combs. North Laurel playing really tight defense on the guards.
Yeah, it's impressive to watch them. They're all over Clay County.
47-32. Jones penetrates, gives it to Sizemore. Going to have a blocking foul. Good call by the official.
Yep, right call there.
Emily Sizemore has picked up her third and the team's 4th.
The foul's on Sizemore, that's her third.
So Sizemore joins Nicholson for North Laurel with 3 fouls apiece. Mackenzie Sizemore for Clay County has 3. She's the only one with 3 for the Lady Tigers. Asher, crossover on Nicholson, and we're going to have a foul on Nicholson again. That's going to be her 4th.
And that's what I'm saying. You know, she's giving Taylor fits this whole game. Why not try to keep going at her? As crazy as it sounds, get her in foul trouble. If she comes out of this game, that may afford a big opportunity for Asher to get it going.
Sage McClure checks in for Nicholson. And Courtney Jones set to inbound. Gets it way out high to Madison Curry. Madison's got 8 points. Penetrates. Kicks it to Courtney Jones. Now Sizemore tried to get it to Asher. Asher felt like she got pushed in the back And long pass ahead, shot is up and blocked from behind by Courtney Jones. Didn't see the contact, but the officials got a better look at it than I do. That'll be the second on Courtney Jones.
9 turnovers for Clay County. Got to start taking a little bit better care of the ball.
Valentine 3 of 3 from the line, make it 4 of 4. She's got 15. Chloe McKnight going to come out, and Gracie McKnight checking in. 48-32, North Laurel has pushed it back out to 16. 36 seconds left in the quarter. Second one good as well. So a perfect 5 of 5 tonight for the junior Haley Valentine. Clay County gets it into Courtney Jones. North Laurel still full court pressure. They've done the whole game off dead ball situations. Clay County going to try to hold for the final shot of the quarter, it appears. 20 seconds left. Now they're going to give a backdoor cut, and we're going to get a foul on North Laurel's number 10, who had just checked in, Kelsey Smith. And that'll be their 6th team foul and the first on Kelsey.
Team 6.
North having a hard time guarding Asher going to the rim right now. You got to stick with that game plan.
Throw it way out high again to Curry. Now to Jones. Curry looking for a seam on McClure. Got to watch the clock, down to 5 seconds. They give it to Jones on the drive, puts it up and going to be fouled. Number 55, Gracie McKnight, did block the shot, but definitely got some contact with the body. Her second, team 7th, a shooting foul, and Jones going to get 2 here. Jones 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Has 9 points, looking for double figures here, and got it.
Okay, gotta convert, gotta keep converting.
Only 2.4 seconds left here in the third. 49-33. Second one is good as well, so good night from the line for Jones. Emily Sizemore doesn't get it off in time, and at the end of 3, North Laurel still with a 15-point advantage, 49-34. Lady Tigers with 8 minutes to make it up. We'll find out next here on the Southeast Kentucky Network and PRTC TV.
Jessica, we need to leave right now.
I need to get something. Dance recitals are so boring.
There's a meaning no one knows. Wait until we set
So
free.
what's the empty suitcase for?
The grand prize trophy.
Duh.
Confidence. Pass it on.
I was born to be somebody.
Clay County Lady Tigers outscore North Laurel 17-14 in that third quarter, but only make up 3 points of the 18-point deficit. They find themselves down by 15 as we start the fourth quarter. 49-34, North Laurel leading over Clay County here on the Southeast Kentucky Network and PRTC TV. Justin, Clay County scored as many points in the third quarter as they did the entire first half, and you felt like they were trying to finally found some rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, there's, like you said, though, they still didn't really even hardly put a dent in the lead of North. I mean, North just so tough. They get, you score down here, but if you don't watch, they're already at the other end shooting a layup. It's just so tough to beat them back down the floor. But like you said in the pregame, this is a magical place, and I'm never going to count Clay County out till the buzzer rings.
There's been a lot of games turned around in the fourth quarter here at Clay County High School. Witnessed several of them myself. Almost witnessed one last night, which would have been a major upset. North Laurel with the ball to start the fourth quarter. Emily Sizemore running the point. Clay County in girl to girl. That's McClure with it to Valentine. Bella Sizemore. Now Emily Sizemore drives and just lost the handle on it.
Really like that motion offense that North Laurel runs, though. They run people through screens and sort of weave it in and out with their guards. And affords a lot of straight line drives and kickouts for threes. Great offense. Easy to see why they put up a lot of points.
Well, it's hard to catch a moving target.
That's exactly right. Especially when it shoots really good.
Yes. Sizemore to Curry for a three, and she nailed it. Madison Curry, her first three of the game. She's got 11 and joins Courtney Jones as the scoring leaders for Clay County, both of them with 11 points.
And a couple stops here for Clay and a couple conversions on the other end. And you just never know.
Well, and just like you said it, we got another stop as actually the younger Sizemore sister that time lost the handle on the basketball. So both Sizemore girls losing the handle last two possessions, and Clay County converted a three from the last turnover. See what they can do here.
Yep, they're within clawing distance if they can convert on a couple trips down here.
Jones penetrates over to Mackenzie Sizemore. Jones on the drive, and she lost the handle on it, but they're going to say it went, they're going to say it went off of Clay County. The pig must be slippery. I don't think they make a basketball out of pig. Thinking more of a football thing. On the other end, and just like you mentioned, North Laurel, one of the quickest teams in the 13th region, and Haley Valentine with an easy one. She's
you got to pick your man. You got to find your woman or man in transition quickly, because they're going to be down there shooting a layup if you don't.
On the other end, Taylor Asher can't get it to fall, and we're going to have a reach-in foul on Taylor. That'll be her third.
That's her third, team fourth.
Fourth team foul on Clay County, 51-37. Still a lot of time in the basketball game, and Lady Tigers showing quite a bit of fight here in this second half. 51-37, almost a steal by Curry. Valentine with the floater up and in.
Basket by Valentine.
20 points for Haley Valentine. She's having a whale of a second half, had 11 in the first half, 9 here in the second half. And back out to a 16-point lead.
You can see that she's got the finger taped up, but it doesn't seem to be affecting her game at all.
Going to have a foul on McClure as she was trying to cut Asher off. McClure picks up her third, and that's the team's 8th. So you send an outstanding free throw shooter to the line in Asher, who's already missed one. So statistically, these two should go.
And she's just got a knack for drawing fouls against the opponent. I said in the third quarter, it may be time to give her the ball and let her go.
Asher will get a 1-and-1 here. First one is rolling in.
I know Nicholson has 4 fouls. McKnight, or see who they put in.
They got Sizemore has 3, Emily Sizemore has 3, Sage McClure has 3.
Sage McClure, yeah. So, I mean, she's just drawing a lot of fouls against the opponent. If I'm Birchall, I'm saying, here you go, here's the ball, and go to work.
Well, you brought us here.
Yeah.
Emily Sizemore going to draw the foul on Asher, and now Taylor Asher joins the group of people with 4 fouls. So, huge for Clay County right there.
Turnabout's fair play, I guess.
5th team foul on Clay County, and we're going to have a timeout called by Coach Eddie Mahan Jr. We'll keep it right here. 5:35 left in the fourth quarter. Justin, just as soon as Clay County cut it down to 12, had the ball and had a good look, and you felt like that it was going to be a situation they could get it down into single digits, but North Laurel, top team scoring in the state at, second ranked team in the state on scoring, and you look up and they put 6 points on you and not even a minute's gone by and you don't know what hit you.
Yeah, it's almost painless. They get down the floor so quickly. That's why I said you got to find your man in transition quick. Get down the floor quick, because they're flying down the court. A lot of quickness out of Valentine and Nicholson and Sizemore, and you can't let them. You just can't let them beat you down the floor all night. You're giving it to them if you do.
Clay County Tigers, Lady Tigers, find themselves again in some dangerous territory, down 14, and North Laurel with the ball. Clay County's got to put together a fantastic 5.5 minutes of basketball to pull this one off. Emily Sizemore in the paint, can't get a shot off, throws it back out to Haley Valentine. Emily Sizemore to Sage McClure. McClure into the paint, over to Bella Sizemore. Haley Valentine going to shoot the three. It's short, but the rebound to Emily Sizemore, and looked like she might have traveled with the basketball. No call, but we're going to get a foul on Clay County.
Nobody boxing out Sizemore there. Definitely can't afford to give them second chance opportunities with 5 minutes left.
Madison Curry picks up her second foul, team sixth, and Emily Sizemore going to the line. She's a perfect 3 of 3 from there tonight, has 10 points, and makes that one.
And I'm not sure of the stat line, but it just seems watching the game that North Laurel has just been nails from the free throw line.
11 of 13.
Yes.
Perfect 4 of 4 from the line here in the second half.
Yeah, it sure seems like it.
Second one good as well. Only 2 misses came off of Bella Sizemore's hands. Valentine is a perfect 5 of 5. Emily Sizemore a perfect 5 of 5, and Chloe McKnight a perfect 2 of 2. Backdoor cut by Sizemore up and in. Nice dish from Jones. 7 for Sizemore.
3 assists for Jones.
55-41. Clay County trying to stay in this one with under 5 to go. 15-footer by Emily Sizemore, no good, but the rebound to Bella Sizemore, but then Jones deflects it and causes the turnover. Taylor Asher trying to get a bucket in transition, puts it up, and can't get it to fall. We're going to get a blocking foul called on Valentine. Nice move by Asher.
Yes, it was, and you know, that's what I was saying a minute ago. She just got a knack for getting, the other players in foul trouble that are trying to guard her. I mean, you can see Valentine trying to argue her case, but I think it was a good call by the refs. I'd keep feeding her the basketball here.
And she may be only about 5 foot in stature. It plays a lot taller than that. Free throw is good by Asher. A big stat line, though, still. She's got 6 points, but only 1 field goal. Did not score at all in the first half, and can't hold a player like her down long, but to only have 6 this late in the game is a huge stat for Clay.
Yeah, I think maybe early Nicholson was giving her fits, and she might have, a couple times on offense, may have kind of quit a little bit on some plays, and it can get frustrating when you got somebody with a hand in your face all game. You can't get away from them. But now that you have her in foul trouble, that makes the game a little different. Can't be as aggressive when you got 4 fouls if you're Nicholson. So that's a matchup you might want to take advantage of when she comes back in the game.
Nicholson does check in with those 4 fouls, replacing McClure, and we also got Madison Jones coming in for Taylor Asher. Both those players have 4 fouls. And we got what? Foul called on, nope. Timeout. Okay, we got a full timeout, I believe, called by North Laurel. We'll take a break as well. 4:12 left in the game. Clay County still within striking distance. North Laurel with a 12-point lead, though, 55-43, here on the Southeast Kentucky Network and PRTC TV.
Okay, bye.
Your dad and I are thinking about dropping the home phone service.
Really, Mom? Have you thought this through?
Yeah, we were just thinking that.
About dropped calls, or dead cell phone batteries, or not being able to use the phones we have all over the house?
Well, we weren't thinking about all that.
I'm sure you'll make the right decision, Mom.
There are a lot of good reasons to have home phone service, and when you keep your service with PRTC, it's a great value. Think it through, then contact PRTC.
Welcome back to Clay County High School, the site of the 2021 49th District Championship game presented by Advent Health. Exclusive video streaming rights, Southeast Kentucky Network and PRTC TV. Of course, those of you joining us live on this Friday, March 19th, either on the PRTC TV Facebook page or the Southeast Kentucky Network's YouTube channel. We appreciate you joining us wherever you are, near or far. North Laurel up by 12, 55-43 with 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. North Laurel's basketball, and Clay County really needing some stops here late in the game.
Yeah, you might see North be a little more deliberate in their possessions now with the 11-point lead and under 4 to go.
Emily Sizemore behind the back twice, and then knocked away by Combs, but Nicholson recovers, and we're going to have a pushing foul called on Madison Jones. Her second and the team's 7th, so we're going to get some free throws here. And Emily Sizemore going to shoot 1-and-1 for North Laurel, and we mentioned how deadly they are from the free throw line, 15th in the state, over 70% as a team. And Emily, the best free throw shooter on the team at 79%. First one's good. She is a perfect 6 of 6 from the line. And North Laurel is a perfect 6 of 6 here in the second half and 13 of 15 for the game. Big stat.
Which is the difference. And that's, that should show you just how important free throws are. Defense and free throws, I've always thought is what'll take you a long way.
Back out to a 14-point lead. Jones over to Combs, now back to Jones. Give it to Curry. Thought about the step back three from the right elbow. Gives it to Taylor Asher instead. Curry driving on the baseline. North Laurel doing a good job cutting off the penetration into the paint.
Yeah, and not letting those backdoor cuts to the rim happen this possession, but
Courtney Jones' shot is short. Might have been partially deflected. Haley Valentine with the rebound in a hurry, heading the other way. In the corner, Nicholson for a three. It's in and out. Rebound to McKnight. Offensive glass by Chloe to Valentine. Now to Emily Sizemore. Clock really on the side of the Lady Jags here, and North Laurel running out of time. 2.5 left.
Yeah, no need to be in a hurry here if you're North.
Emily Sizemore goes up and puts it in. Tough shot by Emily.
Basket by Sizemore.
16 for Emily Sizemore, and we're going to have a full timeout called by Coach Burchell of Clay County. Lady Tigers running out of time now. They're down 16, 59-43, 2:20 left on the clock here on the Southeast Kentucky Network and PRTC TV. North Laurel has outscored Clay County 10-9 here in this fourth quarter. It's been very even. Matter of fact, the entire second half has been really even. A lot of the damage done in the first half by North Laurel. Lady Tigers of Clay County trailing North Laurel by 16, 59-43. You're watching the Southeast Kentucky Network and PRTC TV. Looking like North Laurel going to be able to repeat as 49th District champions on the girls' side. Of course, the boys already crowned 49th District champions as they defeated Clay County boys last night by 2, 63-61. Jones, backdoor cut by Sizemore. Good position and going to be blocked from behind, but they're going to say McKnight also got a piece of her. That'll be the second on Chloe and the team's 10th.
I don't know. I don't know about that one. That looked like an awful clean block to me, but
At the line, shooting two, Sizemore.
you're allowed to miss one here and there.
That's a couple, 3 times that McKnight has had blocks here tonight. Sizemore going to shoot 2. First one is too strong.
That's the thing about being a lot taller than the people you're playing against. You lower that hand down to block it, and sometimes it looks like a foul.
Yes.
You know, you see that out of Kennedy Ward a lot. She gets called for a lot of those that aren't even close, but it just looks that way from certain perspectives.
Taylor Asher steps out on defense, trying to keep her in the game with those 4 fouls. Sizemore gets 1 of 2. I mean, you literally look up and North Laurel is already in offensive court.
Yeah, I mean, they fly it in the court, and I don't really think Clay loves to play that style of ball.
Emily Sizemore puts it up and in, but there's going to be a foul on the floor.
The foul's on Jones. That's her third.
Going to go
Team
against
8th.
Courtney Jones, her third, team's 8th. So a 1-and-1 for Emily Sizemore, and she has been spot on perfect. 7 of 7 from the line tonight. Has 18 points. They're led by Haley Valentine's 20. Bella Sizemore also in double figures with 12. Front end is good.
Just an unconscious free throw shooting team, North Laurel is. It's very impressive.
Eight of 8 here in the second half and make it 9 of 9. That one rattles around but falls through. They are 16 of 18 from the free throw line.
And hard to beat.
61-44. Clay County hasn't shot them bad, but not nearly as good as North.
Yeah.
Taylor Asher trying to create some offense, drives down low, puts it off the glass. Just a acrobatic shot by the senior, and she has somehow managed to get 9 points, even though we've had some super tight defense on her. We do have a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here. 1:36 left in the game, and Clay County appears to be running out of time, but they've held tough, 61-46. You look back at the quarter scoring, and Clay County outscored them 17-14 in the third quarter, but they were outscored by North by 11 in the second quarter and 7 in the first quarter, and there's your difference in the ball game. 7 and 11 is 18 points, and that was their halftime lead. And since halftime, Clay County has outscored North by 3 points. But you mentioned it before we started the broadcast. A team like North will get their shovels out early and get you buried, and a team like North, if they get you down by double figures in the first half, I don't know there's many teams in the state of Kentucky that can come back on them.
Yeah, they shoot the ball so well. They're hard to surmount a comeback against. They beat you down the floor so well. They shoot a lot of layups, a lot of fast breaks. Just quick action from North. It's, if they get you down early, it's what I was saying before we got started. The holding the ball, you could probably forget that tonight, especially if they shoot the ball as good as they do.
Clay County picking up full court pressure. North Laurel, though, with some excellent ball handling guards. They get it up front court easily. Nice deflection there by Combs, but it goes right back into the hands of North Laurel. Sizemore shoots a three, and right there is Nicholson to put it back. Nicholson's got 6. And I think Coach Burchell going to take a 30-second timeout primarily just to get Taylor Asher into the lineup. So we'll keep it right here for this one, 63-46. And again, it's a 17-point deficit. All that damage was done in the first half, and looking like North Laurel is going to take the crown home tonight. Be the first time they've ever done it in school history here at Clay County High School over the Lady Tigers. The 13th region draw is going to happen Sunday morning. Both North Laurel's boys and girls will go in as district champions, it appears, and Clay County boys and girls will also advance as district runner-ups. And there has been times that district runner-ups have won the region. Once you get to the arena in Corbin, anything can happen, especially in that stadium shooting with nothing behind the backboard. Throws off your depth perception, and pure shooters are the only ones that shoot good there.
It's who gets hot at the right time.
Taylor Asher has her shot blocked out of bounds back to Clay County. I've seen some good basketball teams go to the arena in Corbin and couldn't throw it in the ocean.
Yeah, it's a funky place to play.
Inbound way out high to Madison Curry. Clay County going to have to get some shots in the air in a hurry. Under a minute to go. They're going to let her shoot the three-pointer, and she made them pay. Courtney Jones nails the three, her first three of the game. She's got 14. Too little, too late, but does close the gap to 14 points.
North just going to try to take a little air out now.
Yeah, I don't know that Clay County is even going to foul at this point. Doesn't appear Burchell is going to have them do any fouling, and this could be the final score of the basketball game. Under 25 now. Down low, they give it to McKnight, though. Her turnaround is up and no good. Interesting decision there.
And she had Sizemore completely walled off down there.
Asher penetrates, puts it up, blocked by North Laurel, but right there is Sizemore to put it back up and in, and that'll be your final score. North Laurel Lady Jaguars are the champions of the 49th District for 2021 with a 12-point win over the Clay County Lady Tigers. Your final, North Laurel 63 and Clay County 51. We'll come back with the final individual and team stats, also our PRTC TV and Southeast Kentucky Network Player of the Game. Stay tuned. It's coming up next on the Southeast Kentucky Network and PRTC TV.
There's so many great things about life in gig country, and PRTC is proud to be one more. A local internet provider with all the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power multiple Wi-Fi devices all over your home, we've got the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, give us a call, or visit us online to learn more. PRTC, your local internet connection.
Fiber-powered internet from PRTC is fast, crazy fast. Experience crazy fast internet speeds from PRTC with reliable downloads up to 1 gig. Now you can surf, stream, game, chill with speed to spare. And with our new GigaSpire Blast, you'll enjoy the ultimate Wi-Fi experience everywhere in your home. Accelerate your internet. Contact PRTC to sign up or upgrade your internet today.
How'd I do?
You'll get better. Tim can't wait to be a real driver. But for now, he's king of the online track, thanks to PRTC Broadband. Our 100% fiber network speeds up to 1 gig, giving the edge against players anywhere, even the other end of the couch.
Whoa. You'll get better.
Visit prtcnet.org to learn more.
Yes, we're all quite over staying home right now. But we can make it better by streaming the great shows and movies we've been wanting to see. PRTC can help with fast, reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig, enhanced by reliable Wi-Fi. Stream all you want, no matter how many gadgets are going at once. And with our new GigaSpire Blast, you'll enjoy the ultimate Wi-Fi experience everywhere in your home. Contact PRTC to sign up or upgrade today.
Welcome back to Clay County High School here on PRTC TV and the Southeast Kentucky Network. Clay County outscores North Laurel 34-28 in the second half, but all the damage done in the first half. North Laurel Lady Jaguars are your 2021 Girls 49th District Tournament champions. Final score, North Laurel 63 and Clay County 51. Let's get a final rundown on the team and individual stats, and with that, here is Justin Lakes.
All right, for North, Haley Valentine, our player of the game, with 20 points. She also had 4 rebounds, 2 assists. You had Bella Sizemore with 12. You had Brooke Nicholson with 6. Emily Sizemore with 18. Chloe McKnight with 4. Gracie McKnight with 2. As a team, North Laurel was 12 of 22. They shot 16 of 18 from the free throw line and 4 of 10 from 3. For Clay County, Madison Curry Knight led them in, she was second in scoring with 11. Taylor Asher with only 9. Jalen Combs with 5. Mackenzie Sizemore with 10. Courtney Jones led them in scoring with 14. Madison Jones with 2. They had, from the free throw line, they was 13 of 18. They were 4 of 9 from 3. Fast break points for North Laurel. They actually had 13 points off of turnovers. They scored 30 in the paint. It was just total domination from North all night long. You had 9 turnovers for North to Clay County's 11, and that's about it. And I mean, tonight you just saw a better North team. I mean, it's pretty much that simple. Completely shut down Taylor Asher, and just converted from the perimeter, got in their offense early, and just didn't make a lot of mistakes tonight.
Well, Clay County tried to climb back into it. We mentioned they outscored North Laurel by 6 points in the second half. They're announcing the 2021 49th District All-Tournament team. Kylie Shannon along with Kennedy Ward from Jackson County making it. Also Alyssa Gibson from Redbird and now Taylor Asher from Clay County. Looking statistically, though, the game was not that far apart. North Laurel shoots 57% from the floor. Clay County shoots 51% from the floor. Three-pointers wasn't that big a deal. Turnovers wasn't that big a deal. So Clay County hangs tough, even though North Laurel had the edge on all the stats combined. It wasn't certainly a blowout by no means, and Clay County really gave the 11th-ranked team in the state a good run for their money. Madison Curry and Jalen Combs also announced as the 2021 members of the 49th District Tournament team, as well as Courtney Jones, and we will assume it'll be probably the starting five from the North Laurel Lady Jaguars. Do want to give a mention to our PRTC TV and Southeast Kentucky Network player of the game, and I think you decided on that was going to be
Haley Valentine.
Haley Valentine with 20 points on the night. Had a really good game, had a couple of assists, and she was 5 of 5 from the free throw line. So Haley Valentine is our player of the game tonight. McKnight and also Nicholson being announced as parts of the all-tournament team. Bella Sizemore, I'm going to assume that'll probably round up with Emily Sizemore and Haley Valentine. And that will complete the
From North Laurel, Emily Sizemore.
district tournament team. We'll wait for them to announce the final player here, which we will assume will be Haley Valentine, our player of the game. And North Laurel repeats as 49th District Tournament champions. And Haley Valentine being named as well. All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. We appreciate you joining us for the entire 49th District Basketball Tournament here from Clay County High School. For our good friends Mitch Hawkins and Ed Smith from Southeast Kentucky Networks, thank you so much for bringing us on to provide exclusive video streaming coverage of the tournament. For TJ Isaacs, also Jacob Tankersley, Justin Lakes, Mark Sulfridge, Brian Murray saying thank you so much for joining us for another special presentation of local and regional high school basketball action on the Southeast Kentucky Network and PRTC TV.